All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right. Episode 14.
Free 14.
Episode 14 of the Talk Free
Four,
podcast. I
four.
feel like the last two podcasts I said free talk. Did I say Talk Free or free talk?
No, you said
Let's talk free though.
Episode 14 of the Talk Free podcast. I go by the name of Glorious Sin.
DHPOV.
Show off in the glare.
All right, so y'all want to get right into my man LeVar, aka the GOAT.
Man,
Ball.
let's get right into
Let
it,
me get
man.
right into my man
Let's get
LeVar,
right into
man.
it, man. So, I'm going to give y'all my take on my man Sneaks.
Yeah, let us know about that.
First off, them things is trash.
Yuck.
They,
Things is yucky.
Ooh!
Ew, man. Ooh. Ew, man.
they Kobe's without the Nike sign.
And Kobe's is ugly.
And Kobe's is ugly.
No disrespect, Kobe, you my nigga, but yeah.
You know, Kobe never had
Every
a nice
Kobe sneaker was always trash.
Right.
Which is crazy.
But niggas
Right.
bought him if you balling, I guess.
Yeah,
He was a
you know,
little tight.
right?
He was nutty.
The newer ones, the newer Kobe's are okay, but these they're not. They're still ugly, but they're like the best ones he ever had, and these are those.
Right.
These
So-
are those.
The picture I seen, they look worn. Like they look like Zoe just took them off, and they just took a picture of them
It's not
shows.
like, hey, before we ball them, just take them off, man. We gotta take a picture, so.
Right. They was already hooping them Jones.
That nigga Lonzo looked mad too, like taking the pictures, like.
Yeah,
mad as,
he ain't
mad
even
as
looking
shit.
at
Yeah, like
He's
taking
mad.
the
He put all his money into creating. He's like, this
Pop
is it?
like, this is it right here.
This is the
You see them
one.
Currys? This is better than
That's the
Currys.
future.
They buying them Currys up, they gonna buy these too.
I'm doing this for you.
Right.
I'm doing this for us, son.
So, do y'all think Lonzo Ball and Jello Ball and Melo Ball be like, yo, like on a low, they like, yo, you drawing, dog? You think they be thinking that, like,
Nah,
yo, you
know why?
drawing?
You know why?
Because they dad got him this
Because
far.
Giving them clout.
Because out Cali, they got leagues
Mm-hmm.
where they like ball, like professionally in Cali.
Yeah.
So people
Drew
wear
League.
sneaks just to ball. They don't care what they look like. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
So for that type of market, it don't really matter as long as the right person is wearing them.
Right.
And they're not like I've seen uglier sneakers like when CP3s first came out and
They was ugly.
They was-
Wades.
yeah,
Trifling.
Dwayne Wade. That's what I was thinking
Trifling.
about. Ooh,
Trifling.
ew.
Ugly.
The
Ooh.
first Kobe's,
Ooh.
the ugliest
The
sneaker
Moon
ever
Rock
made
joints?
ever.
Yeah, they look like
Yeah,
they
them
was
spaceships.
yeah.
Ugliest sneaker ever to be made.
But I'm gonna tell you why it's just crazy though. I feel like it's just crazy only because the fact that we never seen a college kid that's trying to get drafted to NBA come out with a sneaker.
Right.
Like that's unheard of. So we laughing at it. But if he went to the league, let's say he was already in the league for like this year or 2 years, and he brought a sneaker out, he's just gonna buy that shit.
They going
Just
to.
like they buying it now.
It's like they buying it now.
So, yeah, and that's true because you touched on that, which makes sense. When we was talking earlier on the Facebook Live, what we were saying is that Lonzo Ball is the first famous Instagram or social media athlete. So
Right.
he's got to do things different. He can't do things because I guess to be fair, LeBron did have sneakers fresh out of high school. He had those first LeBrons. It was kind of tough.
Right.
But I think they didn't drop until he actually played his first game in the league. I don't know. I think they may have dropped before.
And it was through Nike.
It was through Nike. Right. So, but LeBron was famous.
Right.
He was famous for basketball.
Right.
Lonzo, Jello, and Melo, and LeVar are all famous just people
Right.
that also play basketball.
Right.
Like, I think the ball brand is bigger than sports.
Right. It is.
People
it's
who
not
don't
just basketball.
even watch or know who the fuck Lonzo Ball is heard of Lonzo Ball.
Right.
Therefore, he's not just bringing basketball fans to the market. He's bringing just random people to the market.
Right.
Therefore, you can't give him the same deal that you give. What's my man? The dude that played for Washington. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But the point is, that's
don't
the
know.
thing. I don't know his
We
name.
don't know.
But he's good at basketball, and I forget his name. I don't watch too much college basketball
Right.
just because you see a lot of people who fold once they get to the league.
Right.
Whatever. Prove
Right.
yourself and
Fulton.
get to the league. Fold and prove yourself and get to the league. I'm not even going to say your name, dude from Washington State.
Right.
Prove yourself and get to the league. So Lonzo Ball, his dad helped him build a brand,
Right.
which means you can't just sign me to a regular. Let's put it in music terms. You can't just sign me to a record deal. Nah, I
Right.
don't want a record deal. I want a label deal.
Right.
Because I'm already bringing
Fans.
fans
To Nike.
to Nike.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a brand
Right.
to Nike.
Right.
I don't want to be the Nike Lonzo Balls. I want it to be the
Right.
big baller brand
Right.
Lonzo Balls,
Right.
but it's just under Nike.
Right.
So,
Right.
so
right.
to your point, I don't know much about it. I mean, it just recently started going on Instagram. Who is like? Where are these sneakers under? Is it Ball brand itself, or is he under Nike or Adidas?
It's just ball brand.
Ball brand.
And
See, that's
Independent.
the crazy part. Like nobody does that.
Because he brought it to Nike and said, yo, because there was a headline that said because of LeVar Ball's antics, Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour wouldn't sign Lonzo Ball. But that was false. People were just reading the wrong headlines. They did want to sign Lonzo Ball, but they wanted to sign him the same way they signed everybody else. Like, hey, you have a deal. You signed under us. But LeVar said, no, I've already got a brand. Why don't you sign our brand and we'll have a partnership the way you got
Jordan,
Cash Money, and then Young Money.
Like Jordan.
Nike and then Jordan.
Right.
Like Nike makes Jordans, but Jordan has its own brand.
Right.
So that's kind of...
I get what you're saying, like a partnership. Instead of saying like you're under my record label, that's what Nike's trying to say. Like you're under me, and we run all the stuff, but you get a portion of.
We're gonna give you some money up front. We're gonna give you $100 billion up front.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you. LeBron get five. The numbers aren't always. I'm not 100% of the numbers, but LeBron gets like 5% royalties. I heard so. Lonzo Ball, they probably was not even gonna give him 5. They might have given him 3, 2.
Yeah.
So you making billions and billions of dollars. You gonna maybe give me 100 up front, but because I already came with this brand, you gonna make a billy before I even play my first basketball game.
Right.
Just because I'm already Lonzo Ball.
True.
I'm already Ball. Like the Ball name.
At the end of the day, it's a brand. Like
It's a brand.
his pop is boasting it up because it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? If he think his son is the best, why would he just not say it?
Yo, they the Kardashians of sports.
They are.
If you think about it. Think about it. Whether you like Kim or not, if Kim drops some shit, you might like Kylie or Kendall, whatever. Kylie or Kendall.
Yeah.
And you might be like, just
Chloe,
because that's
yeah.
her sister, we gonna
It's a
fuck with
business. If you sign Lonzo, you sign LeVar too.
that. LeVar, Jello, and Melo.
But
Like,
so far, his moves, even though if you don't like it, it's kind of like wrestling.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you like wrestlers for talking shit and bashing niggas over the head and fake slamming niggas, but you don't like the way he's talking trash about his sons who's about to go into, to a entertainment business.
But it's smart though, man. It's
very
it's
smart.
a brand.
So smart.
He's a
Genius.
brand, and a lot of people are like, oh, he just being extra as a dad. No, he's not. He like, you know what? I feel like my sons are really the best, and if that's his belief, that's fine.
They showed it.
But they did show it, and also what it's doing is just creating like the crazy. It's like it builds up. Like 50 Cent was hot when he came out because 50 Cent used to go on everybody. He didn't care who it was. It was like me against the world, and that's what they're doing.
Like
First
if that
record was
one
How to
dude,
Rob.
that big husky
yeah.
16-year-old Zion,
Yeah,
if he had a brand behind him, we would be eating it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he just don't have the
He's
the
just good at
support.
basketball.
Right. He don't have the support that Lonzo got. Lonzo got somebody thinking for Lonzo. You feel me? Which is cool because he's 19 years old.
Yeah.
Like, how is he
He a
supposed to make them
kid.
decisions by
He's a
himself?
kid.
Like, no.
And
his
his dad supporting him.
Yeah.
Man. He's like, you know what? As a family, we're gonna build this brand.
And it's
We're gonna build his legacy.
And it's sad that our society is looking at that like his dad is running his life. But at the end of the day, that's what a dad is supposed to do.
Yo,
It's
his dad is creating so many opportunities, not for just the Ball brothers, but for all the kids coming after them.
Right.
If anything, us as African Americans should look at that and say, yo, he's breaking down barriers.
Right.
He's breaking down barriers so you can not only just be a collegiate athlete or a high school athlete, you're
Right.
already a superstar. Like LeBron didn't really become a superstar until
He
he
was in the
already
league.
was in a league.
Right,
Like we knew LeBron, he was on Slam, and granted, now if Instagram was popping, maybe he would have been. I don't know.
Right.
But
LaMelo, the young one, he's a superstar.
he's gonna be he's already a superstar. So imagine
Yeah.
he's at 10th grade, he's about to be in 11th grade.
Yeah, he's
next
about
year?
to be 11. He was like 16.
Which one is this? The young one?
The young one.
the one that's really
the youngest one.
Oh, the one who dropped 90.
the one that's like
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 92.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the high school game.
Yeah. And it's crazy. His other brother dropped 71. So it's like
And the thing is, everybody think they banking on Lonzo. They banking on all three of them.
The
Any one
family.
of them can become a superstar. All three of them can become superstars.
which
But you
is
think
why
they all gonna be in the NBA together?
Which is
They
why they
are.
can justify selling them since for 500 because these aren't just the Lonzo balls. These are basically the ball sneakers.
The brand.
The
And
balls.
You got to be able to ball to get them.
These are the balls.
If you ball, it all ties in.
And what does
together.
it stand for,
Yo,
yo?
ball, basketball. I
I
mean,
mean, that's their last name.
big baller brand. is-
Big baller brand.
brand, right?
3 B's.
And it all makes sense how they tie it in. You got to be able to ball to get them. You got to be able to spend that bread. What do we say is balling? Spending money on random shit.
And
That's
they just
balling.
spend, and they going with their own thing. Like,
And then if you
I love
hoop,
it.
you play basketball, football, you ball. You play ball.
Like a lot of people talk
And you
about
want to be big. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's like
You
Cash
want
Money,
you
like
want to
you
be
said.
the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
to be the best, it costs more. Yo, it all makes sense, dog. Like, it's so genius that we can't even wrap our head around what's about to happen with that shit.
And guess what? It's like fucking I don't know.
Go ahead, think about it.
Yeah.
But like we looking at it now. But think about it, when Drake first came out, everybody liked him. But now look how big he is.
Yeah.
But he didn't really try to stay in hip hop.
Yeah.
He branded himself outside of it, just music.
It's called a movement.
So that's how you know it can be bigger than
it's the
just
movement.
basketball, because they're not just trying to brand it basketball. They're branded as people who just wear sweatpants and track jackets.
Right.
But
you might have the Big Baller brand track jacket, you feel me? And the Big Baller brand sweats. Like, it's not, you don't have to be really fashionable, but you're gonna pay this money for
and
it.
guess
too.
what? This can be the first sports sneak that kind of defies class. So I say that, for example, you see somebody with Gucci's on, you like, okay, got a little bit of bread.
Right.
Even if you don't like what the Gucci's look like. Because them
Right.
shit, to me, all them Gucci Prada sneakers, them shits kind of be ugly.
Yeah.
But people wear them because they Gucci's.
Right. That's
Right?
it.
So the Ball brand,
Right.
like I said, they're the first social media superstar athletes. So LeVar's probably like, well, why don't I just signify or correlate Ball brand with elite? So now, now this is the first sportswear where you can wear sweats and a ball and sneak, and niggas be like, oh, he got money.
money.
Because even if you look and see somebody with Yeezys, you be like, how the fuck you get them
Yeah,
Yeezys? Like,
right,
you either
right.
had to know somebody, or
Right.
you gotta spend bread.
pay
or you
that
be like,
money.
they the fake Yeezys.
Or they the fake Yeezys. So you
Right.
either gotta have some clout. Like, I went to Six Flags and we seen these. It was a bunch of kids. It was like 3 or 4 of them. They all had Yeezys on. So you could probably tell Six Flags is close to Jersey. Jersey is where a lot of the New York niggas that got money moved to. So
Right.
his parents were probably either rappers, actors, or just a bunch of money. But
Right.
it was 4 of them. They all had Yeezys on. And you
Right.
could just tell
Right.
they got a little bit of bread just
Right.
by looking at their ensemble. So maybe he looking at it like the ball, whether we like what they look like, whether we like the quality of it. Think about the brand.
Right.
The Ball brand is the only thing we've been hearing about for the past 6 to 8 months.
Right.
So he's like, yo, I'm going to bank on this. I'm going to take our last name, which already says Ball. I mean, I can't change that. That's our real last name.
My sons go to Chino Hills, which is a bunch of rich people, you know what I mean? People with money. They send their kids there.
And they're all extremely nice at basketball.
Right, and they've all, because they've been putting on beyond what we've seen. Like, we found out about the Balls 4 months ago during.
Nah, I heard about them. Okay,
but
yeah.
I'm saying, but they obviously
Alonzo was killing all in high school too.
that's cool,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's just like when we were watching Feast. Like, you know what I'm saying, like we knew Feast was nice. You feel me? We didn't know Lonzo was nice, but a lot of people did.
Yeah.
And Cali is a bigger market
He's
than
already a
Delaware.
superstar,
You
yeah.
feel me? So if a lot of people already know about him, and he is showing that he's good, because he obviously is.
Yeah.
There's nothing left to do but to brand
And
him.
his parents are doing. His dad is Kris Jenner. He's doing what he's supposed to do to move on the Ball brand. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how that go. And then one more thing before we wrap it up, I want to say, and I said it on the little Facebook gram, whatever the fuck that shit called. But every signature sneaker has a huge markup.
Oh yeah.
Jordan, LeBron, Kyrie, Paul George, whatever you want. They get them made in China from a factory to where, because they're making millions and millions of sneakers at a time, they're getting them for a dirt cheap price, maybe $30. They're shipping them. They got to ship them individually. I mean, they got to pay for each sneaker individually shipped. So it's like $5 a sneaker. And then the import is like $2. So you're looking at like $30 to $40 to make them.
Right.
Production.
Right.
And they're selling them for $180 for a LeBron.
Right,
So that's a $600 markup.
Right.
So LeVar Ball, on the other end, he's not making millions and millions at mass production because he's
Right.
not Nike.
Right.
So because he's making a smaller amount, anybody who's bought anything in bulk,
Right.
if the more you buy, the cheaper the price. So because he's buying less, instead of paying $30 a shoe, he might got to pay $50 a shoe.
Right.
Instead of costing $2 or $5 to ship, he might got to cost $10 to ship.
Right.
So now it's between $60 to $70 to produce, ship, and import.
Right.
So you mark that up
Independently.
You mark that up by 600%. You getting close to $400.
Right.
So the markup he's doing is no different than the markup these other brands are doing. And let's not get it fucked up. Those sneakers are gonna come back to retail price. Somebody's going. The way Yeezy was wilding out when Nike wouldn't give him a partnership. Guess who gave him a partnership? Adidas. And they're saying that he's on track to make close or maybe more than what LeBron made in his $1 billion deal just because Yeezy has a partnership.
I bet they're gonna start hitting him up now though, boy.
Yeah, they're gonna
start hitting him up now.
He's gonna get his partnership he wanted. He's gonna get, because guess what? People are gonna buy these sneaks for $500. Believe it or not, Instagram. There's a lot of people out there that got money to pay $500 for sneakers.
Yep,
a lot. There's people that can spend $2,000, $20,000 for sneakers. People are gonna buy those sneakers, and then he's gonna show those numbers to Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, just like Kanye did. Kanye put them Red Octobers on eBay, and they were selling for $20,000. So Adidas said, "Well, I'm gonna pick him." Just like Under Armour said, "Oh, Steph, Nike don't want to do what you want them to do. Come over here.
We got you.
We got you." It's gonna be a brand that does that for them, and they're gonna be successful. He's doing everything the right way. If he sold them for $150, guess what? We wouldn't be talking about it.
Right.
They wouldn't know they're on sale.
Right.
No one would know they're on sale, because if Nike didn't pick them up and he had to do it on his own and sold it for $150, it wouldn't be in the news, so we wouldn't know.
And that's cool, because if you sell them for $120, you sell 4 sneaks, you make 5. You sell 1, you made that. you sold 5 Nike sneaks with 1.
It's the impact, though. It's like you gotta make a statement. And
Yeah.
it's a statement, and it's a movement.
And now
he's going to do it. Like
you're a big baller. You ain't just no baller. You're a big baller.
The Yeezys was like, now if you want to buy Yeezy, when they come out, they're ideally they're like 800, 900, 1,000.
That's how much the big baller Jones. But if you buy the ones with the case and the light up bottom, it's 1,000, and the autograph is 1,000.
From Alonzo Ball?
Yes.
Yeah. But like you were saying, it's like by him doing that, it creates the hoopla to where now we know they're on sale.
Right.
We wouldn't know they were on sale if he only sold them for $100.
Right.
We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't care.
So that's a marketing tactic. And now he's not looking to sell 1 million sneakers for $500.
Right.
He's looking to sell 2,000, and he can show the companies, and then he'll get his partnership.
And then the thing is, people don't even care what they look like if you got them. They, like you said, they know you got money.
It's all about how you put it out, and it's all about your brand.
Right.
That's almost like if Beyonce put an ugly ass sneaker out, they're gonna buy it because it's the Beehive.
Them fucking Rihanna Pumas is ugly.
And them first Yeezys was ugly.
Yeah, they were.
But then he hit them with the low top Yeezy boost, and they was popping.
And the way that their brand is, and the way LeVar is, they can make a popping sneak.
Oh yeah, easy.
They going to.
All right, so transitioning from my man Lonzo, the game, we're watching the game currently on TV. I just want to drop right into this basketball topic real quick since we're already on it. We talked about this a little bit off air. My man Kawhi Leonard. People are saying Kawhi Leonard is the second best player in the league. DeAndre likes Kawhi Leonard. I'm not saying I dislike Kawhi Leonard. I think he is the most improved player in the league. To say he's the best when this is his first great season is wildly disrespectful. Steph was putting up the numbers he's putting up now 5 years ago, before his team won a ring, before they were the hoopla around the Warriors. Steph was putting up 26 points a game, 7 assists a game, 3 steals a game. Kawhi's putting up 26, 5 rebounds, and he's playing defense. And Will had an amazing point off air. If Kawhi didn't play great defense, no one would care about him.
At all.
His defense is his best attribute, and that's not disrespectful, but that's Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, his best attribute was rebounding, and that's amazing. But if you weren't a great rebounder, nobody would talk about you. Even if and you could say the same thing about Steph.
Like saying
he's a great shooter.
That's like saying if Stoudemire couldn't dunk, he wouldn't be.
No, I'm just but offense is unfortunately is more popular than defense.
But Kawhi has offense though.
Right, but his offense isn't his best attribute.
It's a big man's offense.
I think what he
got a power forward's offense.
No, he's really good, and I don't want to deter from the fact defense offense. What I want to basically say is, this is Kawhi's first great season, and automatically say he's better than Kevin Durant, he's better than James Harden, he's better than Steph Curry, who had 5 to 6, maybe not 5, but 4 to 5 great seasons. They've already won multiple MVPs, multiple scoring titles.
Who? Kawhi got a champion of
Finals MVP. He averaged 12 points a game.
And a ring.
No disrespect.
And a ring.
No disrespect, but when Kawhi won a Finals MVP, he averaged 12. The reason why he won the Finals MVP is the same reason why Iguodala won it. Really? He got the Finals MVP for playing defense on LeBron. That's why Iguodala won it. That's why Kawhi won it. So it's like, yo, you kind of helped us shut down LeBron. Let me give you the Finals MVP.
Is that not?
I'm just saying, Steph averaged 27 and they didn't want to give him the Finals MVP. I don't care, but whatever. But the point is, I'll agree that Kawhi Leonard is improving drastically and he's playing amazing. But for this to be his first great season, and all of a sudden they're putting him in conversations with LeBron, saying he's better than Durant and Curry. No, bro, he's never averaged more than Durant and Curry.
I would never.
I mean, he's
put
top
Kawhi.
5 though. Kawhi's top 5.
Top 5
End
of what?
of discussion.
Top 5 of what
In the
league now?
league, yes.
In my opinion, skill set wise,
Yes.
I think Kawhi is top 15. I don't think he's top 10.
Get the
Let me
fuck
tell you,
out of here, dog.
LeBron is better than Kawhi Leonard. Durant is better than Kawhi Leonard. Steph Curry is better than.
That's
Kawhi
it. Harden is not
Russell
better.
Westbrook is better than Kawhi
What they
Leonard.
like the same
Kyrie
in
Irving.
different ways.
Kyrie Irving's better
He's
than
not better than
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Okay, let me stop. Russell,
He was shut.
Kyrie,
He was shut.
Kyrie
He was
better-
shut Kyrie down,
better
but he
than-
don't have to stick Kyrie.
James Harden is better than him.
No, he's not.
Jimmy Butler's better.
No,
than
he's
him.
shut. Nah.
Oh,
Nah.
Anthony Davis not better than him.
Nah. Kawhi's number 5. He's number 5.
If there
All
was
right.
a fantasy draft, you're not picking Kawhi top 5, bro.
You not?
Because you're not picking him over Anthony Davis. You're not doing
I'm
it.
picking Curry, Kawhi, LeBron, KD, and somebody else.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis at the 5. Right.
Russell Westbrook.
Nah.
Yeah, I
Not for a team wise.
James Harden.
Not team
I
wise.
think so, bro. On the low.
Not team wise. Because Kawhi could fall back, Curry could fall back, LeBron could fall back.
Not even to be disrespectful. Klay Thompson's better than Kawhi Leonard. Let me tell you why. Break it down. Klay Thompson can shut down. If Kawhi Leonard defense is a 10, Klay is an 8, right? If Klay's three-pointer is a 10, Kawhi's a 6. Klay's scoring ability is a 10. I'm not saying it is a 10, but if it's a 10, then Kawhi's a 7. Like Kawhi's 3 points less than Klay in terms of being able. Klay can
Being
put up
able
60.
to score? No,
Klay can put up 50.
no.
Klay can put up 50.
Because Kawhi's banging on niggas. Is Thompson doing that? No. Okay? Is Thompson burning niggas on a break? No, dog. Is he finishing in the paint? No. Is he hitting that hook shot? No.
So you're
is he
saying-
shooting it? Dog, Kawhi's 3 is just as efficient. He just don't shoot as much.
No, that's
what are
that's
you
wrong. You're
talking
very wrong.
about?
So listen, you're basically saying because LeBron dunks, he's a better scorer than Durant.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Just because he can dunk.
It is because
Durant
it's
is the
more,
best scorer in the league.
It's
He's
a
probably
higher
the best scorer in the
percentage,
NBA history.
It's a higher
You're talking about the
percentage.
best probably scorer we've ever seen
Shooter.
in the NBA.
Shooter.
No, scorer.
Shooter.
Durant's
And
a pure scorer. He can put up 50 on any team. The reason why Klay's a better scorer than Kawhi is because Klay can put up 50 playing with the leading scorer in the league. Kawhi plays with Durant and Steph and still averages almost the same amount of points as Kawhi Leonard. Klay.
Kawhi got a chip, so Durant can't even be talked about right now.
Okay, but I'm saying Kawhi won a chip averaging 10 points in a game. So I'm just saying he didn't win a chip. He just happened to be on the
But
team that won a chip.
he had
okay,
games. Just like Curry won a chip
So
averaging
Mark
what?
Madsen.
How much did Curry average, nigga?
26.
He averaged 26?
He averaged 26 in the regular season, 30 in the playoffs.
How much in the playoffs?
28.
And how much did he average in that fucking loss?
28.
He
Curry
did?
snapped he's always been snapping.
Nah, he was
Google it.
missing. He was
Google
missing.
it.
Okay.
He was missing, but he was snapping.
Okay.
You can't say because Kawhi got a chip, he's a better scorer. That doesn't make any sense, DeAndre. Mark Madsen
Okay, so
Robert
okay.
Horry's a better
so,
scorer
so, but
because he won a chip.
Is this the first time that Kawhi had to lead a team?
Yes.
Okay, so how are you judging him so fast?
I'm not judging him so fast.
You
I'm
really
mad
are,
at
though.
everybody else for judging him. So I'm not judging him. So listen, if this is his first time, right?
That's like
So
that's
think
like
about what
that's
you're
like if
saying.
LeBron
Listen,
retired and
think about what
Kyrie was
you're
on
saying.
his
Think
own.
about what you're
Are you gonna say
saying.
Kyrie can?
So what you saying? If this is first time leading a team, right? Right? It's his first time having His first time having to lead a team, right? So at his first time having to lead a team, we're automatically putting him over Durant, Steph, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, who had to lead a team for 5 years.
For the reason that
For the first time.
after Duncan and all them on a Popovich team, that they're gonna let him take over. Yes.
But it's his first time.
Nah, he ain't. I
It's
would.
first time.
It don't matter. They obviously seen what they was in him.
No, he has potential
He
to
was
be
humble.
better.
Yes,
has
he does.
potential.
He has
Exactly.
potential to be
Potential to be
better.
better.
Right, but you can't say it
better.
now. It's almost like how do we talk about? I'm not even trying to get into football.
He's
how,
number 5
How
in
we
the
say
top
about
5.
Dak, right?
Maybe
When
number
we
5.
talk about Dak, he had a great season.
No, he's like past Dak stage. He's probably
Only because he's not a rookie. But
Right.
this is his first great. The difference between Dak and
he
him.
got a chip too.
That was
I
Dak
know,
first year.
I know, but Dak first year he snapped. Kawhi first year he didn't snap. He just snapped.
That's kind of like
He's played
Malcolm
defense.
Butler and how they say he's a great corner. So he got a chip,
But
you feel
nobody
me?
really says
And
he's a great.
He was the. But he's like
Patriots
nice.
say he's a great corner,
Right,
But that's
just
why they
like,
let his
just
ass
like
You
the
don't
go.
really
Spurs,
see it be great
just
now that
like
he
the
left the
Spurs
Patriots.
say that he's a great player. He plays in the system
True.
for Spurs. So
True.
if Kawhi was to go to another team, it's like Malcolm Butler goes to another team. We got to see. I
So,
get what y'all saying.
To be fair, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And not even we got to see because we've seen players snap for 2 years in a row and then kind of fizzle off. Not
but
fall
I
off,
feel
fizzle
like
off.
his game is like he don't really rely on his jump
He has
shot.
a really good game, and I love Kawhi Leonard. And I don't want to disrespect Kawhi, but I'm saying you guys are disrespecting Durant.
Listen, I got y'all back because he played tonight, and we gonna fucking see.
But you can't automatically put him over Durant when Durant been averaging 30 for 7 years. Kawhi averaged 26 last year.
On a team by himself, a big ass 7-foot shooter.
No, he played with Russell Westbrook, James Harden,
And he had James Harden.
Ibaka.
When he said, "Mom, you the real MVP." I remember that shit.
I mean, he had James Harden then, but he had James Harden.
No, he did.
No, he had James
that was
Harden.
that was the year after.
Oh, he had the ultimate green light. Kawhi is a humble.
Kawhi is the ultimate green light this year.
Yeah, Kawhi can do what he wants.
Okay, and you see what he been doing.
His numbers aren't immaculate.
Though he's averaging 32 in the playoffs.
Okay, but it's been 6 games, bro. I get it. Oh, yeah, okay. He's averaging 20.
By
He averaged 32 in
himself.
6 games.
Aldridge ain't
Got
been
it.
stepping up.
True,
Have you
true,
heard of
true,
Gasol doing
true,
anything?
true,
Patty
true,
fucking Mills?
true.
Old
So-
ass fucking
so-
Ginobili and Tony
So
Parker?
listen.
And they was number 3 in the West? What are you talking
Oh,
about,
wait,
Steve?
wait.
What are you talking about, Steve?
All right, listen. So you're saying you're basing his whole career. You're basing
Off the fact
Off
he
6
was a
games?
finals
Off 6
MVP.
games?
No, the finals MVP.
Iguodala was the Finals MVP.
It don't matter. No, because Iguodala didn't. Everybody was saying he didn't deserve it. Nobody said that about Kawhi.
Pull up the numbers. He averaged 10 points.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Keep going. Keep talking some bullshit. I'm going to Google it.
But-
That's the power of Google.
So how many points did Iguodala average?
Probably 15?
4.
No, in the finals? In the finals?
Yeah.
No, he's put up numbers, bro. He's put up numbers.
Okay, but Kawhi showed it Kawhi showed
No,
that
he
he
didn't.
deserved it.
No, he didn't.
So you saying Kawhi didn't deserve
He
it?
stepped up big.
Are y'all saying Kawhi didn't deserve it? Because that's
he deserved it.
disrespectful.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. What I'm saying is
Because he
people
don't talk shit.
No.
Have you ever heard Kawhi talk?
That's not. See,
That's why.
that's the reason why people. And then let me break this down. The reason why people love Kawhi Leonard is because he's safe. He doesn't make you feel insecure. He makes you feel like you can be good at something because you ain't shit. The thing is, Steph Curry is the truth, and he do some flashy shit, and you like, no matter what I do in life, I can't do it as good as Curry does basketball.
Yeah.
But because Kawhi is so nonchalant, he
Man.
scores so ugly, people like, okay, this boosts my confidence up. I can be Kawhi in another field, right? LeBron,
Yo.
Durant, Russell, and Steph
Yo.
make you feel like, yo, I can't
hold
do
on,
this.
Hold on. Can we have this conversation 5 years from now? Because I feel like y'all really judging my nigga on this
We gonna
first
give him-
time.
we gonna-
leading
No,
the
we
we're
team.
not
gonna-
judging.
we gonna-
I'm saying y'all wrong for judging him already.
Right. All we're saying is don't put him at that level.
But
until they
y'all
clean
are,
this
you
up.
are too then.
No. All I'm
Maybe
saying-
we shouldn't even had
all
a
I'm saying is
conversation.
don't
Maybe
put
we
him at
should just
number
let him rock
But
out.
they already put him at number 2.
I don't think he's number 2.
But they've been saying it.
Okay.
Shaq,
That's wrong.
Barkley,
That's wrong.
Shannon
That's
Sharp,
wrong.
Shannon Sharp.
But the only reason you can't put Durant there because he's on the same team as Curry. You feel me?
What about before then?
Yeah, before then, he was the truth. Honestly, people were just saying like before there was a Westbrook, there was always a Durant. Durant has been always snapped since he came to the league, though. Always, like I can't take that away
He
from
don't
him.
had a ring, so it's like that's why they
But-
kind of.
but that's kinda bullshit to
Curry
say,
got
though.
a ring, LeBron got a ring, Kawhi got a ring.
But you know how that's fucked up though, because there's so many
and
players
Harden
who
did
didn't-
it by himself. That's why it's kind of, you know what I mean?
Harden
KD
don't-
always
Harden
had
don't got a
Westbrook,
ring.
and now he has Curry. He never did
So
it
if
by
you had to
himself.
pick a team-
Westbrook even did it by
If
himself.
you had to pick a team, Kawhi or Harden, who are you picking?
Kawhi.
See,
And now that I think about it, KD never did it by himself. He never had a team by himself, so I don't know.
So guess
I
what?
don't know.
Without being by himself, he put up better numbers than Kawhi by himself. So what I'm saying
because
is-
he could shoot over. You can't stick him.
So look,
But he hasn't unleashed his potential too either. Then
right. Neither one of them have. But I'm saying, Kawhi. LaMarcus Aldridge ain't doing shit now. But in
But
a regular
you're really not
season, he was
going to
putting up
see.
numbers.
You're not going to see it if you're not by yourself, though. You feel me? Because you're always going to be like, oh, Curry saved the game. You're not going to see how Jordan always put him on their back or LeBron always puts him on their back. You're not really going to see the KD always put him on their back because Curry's going to put him on their back sometimes too. So it's just like the era is just more team based
I
instead
think just to
He
make
did
it
average
sound good.
17 to correct myself. He
Thank
averaged 17.
Thank you.
He averaged 17.
Kawhi was a fucking animal.
He averaged 17.
A fucking animal.
But
Thank you.
17 is like
Because there were games where he had 30, and then there were games
averaged
where
17.
Timmy and everybody else took over. Kawhi's a fucking animal.
Okay. I this nigga did.
Thank you.
Guess how much Iguodala averaged? 17.
Did he?
Don't be disrespectful. I'm with Iguodala. Kawhi just good as Iguodala. Say nah. But next topic. What else y'all niggas got to talk about, man?
Where? So I just wanted to bring up. Let me pull up my sheet. You know what I'm saying? But how y'all doing today? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all have a good week?
We
you
good.
know,
Hey, what the fuck you got to say, brother?
Hard-working
What the fuck you
niggas.
got to say?
Acting like a
We all
pastor. Hey, how y'all
hard-working
feeling
niggas.
today?
You know?
But yeah.
Just
How
be
y'all
honest.
feeling? Church.
How you feeling today?
Can I pastor and got shit to say?
Hey,
I'm talking
Can I
to
get a
my-
hallelujah?
Oh, fuck y'all. Fuck. I'm talking to my fans. How y'all feel today?
Can I get a
Y'all-
hallelujah?
y'all
hey, can I get an
good?
amen?
Can I get an amen?
I hope
Touch
y'all,
your neighbor and say, neighbor.
listen. I hope y'all have.
How are you today?
How are you today?
I hope y'all have a blessed week since these niggas. And look, LeBron is getting it in. Thank you.
I know
Thank
they
you.
are. They quickly turned that thing
Get a little
around.
clap in.
They
But I just
quickly-
hope my fans is having a good day since these niggas don't care if I feel they have a
quickly
good day.
got them out of here.
So, who do y'all think was the best rapping
Iverson.
basketball
Jules.
player?
Iverson.
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 Because who we have? Iverson. We had Shaq. We had Kobe.
That's all.
We got
Bro,
Shumpert
my man Lillard got.
We got
Oh, Shumpert
Damian
kind of
Lillard.
nice. Shumpert kind of nice.
Yeah,
We
Shumpert
got
bars.
we had somebody. Oh, we had
But
Ron
his girl Tiana
Artest.
Taylor.
We had
I ain't
Steven
know.
Jackson.
None of them really got catalog. The only person that got catalog is my man Iverson. He dropped the
All right, let's
album.
just say hip hop sports player
Iverson,
ever.
yeah,
'Cause we
Iverson
had
was a
Roy
goat.
Jones.
Nah, that, shit,
No,
that was
what the
corny.
You must have forgot.
Yeah, he was doing too much.
Nigga
I
Roy
don't
Jones.
remember.
My nigga Will
nigga
look like
washed
Roy
himself.
Jones.
Yo, everybody tell Terrence J to cut his shit out. This nigga look like he about to go on 106 and Park and shit. Get out of here, boy. Get out of here.
Nah, man. I think you got to give it to
Had
my
to be
man
AI.
Iverson, man.
He had the
My man
biggest
Iverson.
impact.
Because it was controversial.
Yeah.
It was, but guess what? That nigga was a basketball player, but in his bars,
Talking
he's
about licking
shooting
his
niggas,
nuts.
fucking
Yo.
selling dope. Like,
Yo,
it
he
was-
turned a Christmas song into, I forgot how it went, but he turned the Christmas song into some, what you was talking about, some controversial ass
Iverson
shit.
was the GOAT because he said,
What he-
I'm in
he
the
thought he was a
league
rapper.
and I'm going to do whatever the fuck
And I'm
I
going to make you
want.
like me. I'm
And
not
I'ma
going
make
to
you like
change.
me. Like he embraced that bad boy image. That's why I think you got to give it to
He put out that they don't practice like that
yeah.
if you don't got to.
And now because of what he said, we don't even talk about because I watched the interview with Darren Williams and he was saying it was an interview when he first moved to the Cavs and he was saying that basically the Cavs don't practice that way that much. And the reporter was like, what does it feel like to kind of be on a team that doesn't practice? And he basically said in a nutshell, this isn't the first team I've been on that didn't practice much. And essentially he didn't get any backlash for the Cavs not practicing. And it makes sense. The only way LeBron can play at this high of a level for this long, what means he doesn't practice?
He needs rest.
He like, guess what? I'm not practicing with y'all. I'm working on my game.
Right.
If I'm gonna wear my body down, it's working on my game. I'm not practicing with you bums. So I'm convinced LeBron doesn't practice and probably never really practiced that much.
Right.
When it was time to practice, maybe the team was practicing. LeBron was in that freezer
Right.
in the Cairo fucking chamber.
Right. The Goku
The
chamber.
Goku chamber, getting man, that's the equivalent of steroids, bro. Man, LeBron being a high road,
He be
whatever.
getting all the vitamins and nutrients just placed into his
put in his
body,
body.
wherever they need to go. Like,
That nigga.
My man LeBron being a cocoon, man. That nigga's been a butterfly for 14 years. We
Yo, cutting.
Imagine a butterfly, a caterpillar. He lives his whole life. He goes in a cocoon. And then whatever the fuck happens in that cocoon, it turns into a fucking butterfly. And guess what?
It can fly now.
A smart butterfly will be like, well, why don't I just go back into the cocoon and come out tomorrow as an even better butterfly?
right.
Yeah,
Come out as a
word.
motherfucking dragon.
So
nigga.
that's all LeBron's doing. He's
Yo,
a caterpillar.
he rejuvenating his
went
body,
into the
man.
cocoon, became a butterfly, and said,
Right.
y'all butterflies is dumb. Why don't you just
Right.
go back into the cocoon
Which
tonight?
is why somebody a couple years from now probably will pass LeBron for the fact that the technology we have and the way that everybody's evolving, somebody probably will pass. You know how nobody really passed Jordan for a long time?
Because Jordan game was based on a lot more than his abilities.
True.
LeBron's game, in my opinion,
Jordan worked hard.
the reason that I don't think LeBron can eclipse Jordan is Jordan worked on his ability, his skill set so much that every other player said, I can't fuck with Jordan. I'm number 2.
I don't think Curry. I think Curry know he's not better than LeBron now.
Right, but it's close.
I just
It's
think
not
that
close.
Curry.
It's not close. It's not
Nah,
close. It's
Curry
not
know
close.
he's
It's
not
not close.
fucking
It's not
with
close.
LeBron.
Only
It's not
reason
close.
it's not close is because LeBron is like he's a weight like
Freaking
his
nature.
yo,
Yeah, it's not
he's
close.
huge. His defense, you know what I mean? No
Freaking
score. Like I think Curry's
Chasing
a
niggas
better.
down.
Well,
Yeah.
excuse me, Curry's a better shooter.
You better shoot.
Right, that's
Yeah.
it.
You know what I mean? I
he-
can't even say score because LeBron has the
put up
ability
50
to.
if he
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Right.
The difference is the reason why LeBron didn't pass Jordan, and I hate fickle fans. And Tom Brady had to get 5 to pass Joe Montana, right? But LeBron don't got to get at least
At least
6. I'm not saying he got to get 7, but it's fickle. People are so fickle. They
he gotta win. He gotta win.
All of a sudden, you don't have to get rings, but Tom had to get rings.
Right.
Tom been dominating.
Because Jordan's teams weren't that great.
No, they weren't that great.
Pippen was trash. Pippen was fucking trash. Whoever, Mike Bernard, fucking Terrence Clark. Pippen is fucking trash.
My G, fucking LeBron is playing with. He played with 6 he played with Kyrie Irving, Hall of Famer, Ray Allen, Hall of Famer, Chris Bosh, Hall of Famer, Dwayne Wade, Hall of Famer. He played with 4 Hall of Famers.
Right.
Period.
Right.
He played with 4 Hall of Famers. Jordan played with
Pippen.
one that should
Trash
be a Hall
ass
of Famer,
Pippen.
but he played
Pippen
with 1 Hall of
is
Famer.
trash.
And the difference is between LeBron's Hall of Famers and Jordan's Hall of Famers, and I need this shit to be recording. This shit recording?
It's recording.
Okay. The difference between LeBron's Hall of Famers and Jordan's Hall of Famers. Mm-hmm. Pippen was a Hall of Famer first for his defense.
Nothing
he made
else.
the Hall of Fame first for his defense. Kyrie, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and Kevin Love are all score first Hall of Famers. So the difference between LeBron and Jordan, LeBron had Hall of Famers that could all score 50 if they played on the team by themselves consistently. Pippen could get you 20 consistently. He wasn't going to get you 50 that much.
Rodman was not getting you
He might get you 150 game. Kyrie going to get you 10 50-point games in a season. So that's the difference between LeBron and Kyrie. LeBron and Jordan. LeBron played with amazing players, and I'm not taking that away from LeBron because if he gets 6 rings, you got to put him in that Jordan conversation. But we didn't put Tom. Before Tom got this ring, they was putting Aaron Rodgers in a conversation with Tom Brady. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But now he got the ring. They say he the GOAT. So LeBron got to do the same thing, man. He's got to.
It can't be easier for you than it is for anybody else. Like you gotta earn that shit. I think now they feel like niggas is obligated. Niggas have a good dominant 5 seasons. Yeah, they the best right now.
Right,
but that doesn't make you the best ever.
Right.
That's the difference. Like Jordan was the best because every time he went to the fucking joint to get the championship, he won. And he didn't lose. And that, not saying that doesn't make you a champion the best because, Tom Brady, he lost a couple times there. Yeah. But what makes him the best is he said, you know what? Who got the most rings? I'm going to go there and I'm going to get my shit.
And I'm going to get more than them.
I'm going to get more than them. Now I'm the best ever.
That's what Jordan had to do. I mean, he don't got more than Bill Russell, but he had to pass Magic. What, Magic got 5?
Yeah, Magic got 5.
So Jordan, they hung that over Jordan's head. He's like, yo, we can't talk about you as the best.
Right.
Magic the best. When Jordan came in the league, it was Magic. Magic was on the road to be the greatest of all time. It wasn't Jordan. It was talking about Magic. He had 5 rings, even though he had it with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Arguably, you could make an argument that he's the best player of all time.
Right.
So whatever. But the point is, Magic got it with Kareem. No matter, he got 5 rings, and he was the leader. Who was the best player on the team? Kareem. But Magic was the leader of that team. They got 5 rings. So in order for Jordan to pass Magic, he had to get 6.
Yeah, get 6.
In order for LeBron to pass Jordan, he got to at least get 6.
Right. Okay. So you think that because there's twins in the league, right? So like, let's say like Marquise and whatever his brother name is,
right?
You think they can get away with switching?
No, they're not the same size.
Are they not?
Nah.
They look just alike.
One's a power forward, one's a small forward.
Oh, you said for the Wizards?
Marcus
Morris and
Marquise
Morris.
One play for the who
played the Wizards and the
Hawks, right?
And the the Wizards. Markeith played for the Wizards, and Marcus played for the Suns?
I never seen
they
brother.
both play in the East because they was playing each other.
You sure?
I think it was the Hawks, yo. It's the Hawks. Yeah.
All right. But no, because Marcus Morris is a small forward. He's smaller, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So, nah, they can't.
All right.
What the fuck kind of question? The fuck was that?
All right. So what do you think would be harder to coach? Like a team like the Cavs or a team like the Nets?
That's a good question. They were talking about that on SportsCenter. He played for the Pistons. Marcus played.
Pistons. Okay.
It was a good question because Tyronn Lue was saying that he has the hardest job in the league coaching LeBron James.
Right.
And I agree with it. I honestly agree. I agree that he has the hardest job because you're coaching the best player in the league.
And you got to win.
Like,
you ain't got no room for failure.
No room for error.
Right.
You got to win because if you don't win, they firing you. Basically, how they fired David Blatt, and David Blatt went to the finals,
Right.
and he still got fired.
Right.
Same with Mike Brown.
Right.
So when you coaching LeBron, not only do you have no room for error, but you also have to assert yourself to where you're the coach and LeBron's not.
Right.
And I don't know the inside of that locker room, but to me, sometimes it feels like LeBron's the coach. So
Right.
you can say you have the hardest job, but if you ain't doing it right,
Right.
I applaud somebody like Steve Kerr.
Right.
Popovich, a lot of the Spurs players didn't have egos. Like Tim Duncan wasn't an ego player. They were all underdogs. I applaud somebody like Kerr because he has a tough job, just like Tyronn Lue. But Kerr's coaching multiple. I guess Tyronn Lue is coaching multiple egos too, because I guess Kyrie is an ego a little bit.
Right.
And you got J.R. Smith.
Love not an ego, but Love did used to be the best player on his team.
Right.
So
J.R. Smith, Thompson,
Smith. So
but I think that I think ego wise they probably got the same. Because Curry can fall back, but he probably do win his touches.
Draymond probably wants to take over the huddle and say I'm the coach.
Yeah. So
but I think I feel like LeBron does coach the Cavs. Like he not, Tyronn Lue ain't gonna say that, but I feel like LeBron's allowed to say. When I look at these games that I've been looking at, LeBron never leaves the game. He leaves for a second to catch his breath, and that's his break that he takes.
His break.
He looks at that nigga Tyronn Lue like I'm ready to come. I'm ready to come back in, and he gets in. There's no reason why your team is down up 30 and you getting out like I watched the last game of LeBron before this one. They were beating these niggas by 30. It was 4 minutes left in the game. This nigga LeBron was mad as shit. He had to leave out the game. Like it was more to it. Like I just feel like
I feel you.
I feel like he's the coach, but like somebody
he
like
is the coach.
Like Steph, like Steph Curry. Like I feel like they're great because they're great players, but they listen to their coach.
Steve Kerr run that team.
Oh yeah, he runs.
Steve Kerr runs.
That's
that.
his. That's
he
his
has
shit.
a tight ship, and of course Mark Jackson handed him the keys to a smooth sailing ship.
He did.
So I you got to give Mark Jackson his credit too. But he kind of Steve Kerr came into an ideal situation, but I think he does a great job of just managing that team.
But it's crazy though, because remember Mark Jackson was with them, and then the next year they win the chip, right?
Yeah, next year they won a chip
because they didn't make it far that year before.
No, they lost to the Clippers in the semifinals.
In the semifinals,
the game before the Western Conference.
But before that year they was like so every year they just was doing worse.
But let's not let this bullshit distract us from the fact that Iverson crossed Tyronn Lue, made his bitch ass fall,
and then stepped over,
hit the jumper, and then stepped over him. And then guess what? And then won the game and was the only team in that year's playoffs to beat the Lakers. The Lakers swept every single team. First round, second round, Western Conference Finals, swept every team, and then my man Iverson got the win in L.A. So don't let these championships distract you from the fact Tyronn Lue got crossed the fuck up, Jade in the face, fell, and Iverson stepped over his ass and got the picture taken. Ew.
Ooh,
man.
Ew.
Don't let it distract y'all from that fact. I applaud Tyronn Lue. You are doing a great job. It's hard to manage egos, like we were saying the one.
No, it's just because I think David Blatt had to kind of come in and prove himself as a coach. I think Tyronn Lue
I think LeBron respect him because he's younger.
And Tyronn Lue was a little He was always like an assistant coach and all that, so he had to do is kind of step up and just say, LeBron, do what you gotta do.
Do what you do.
Because if they would have lost, Tyronn Lue would have got cut too.
Yeah, and it do seem like Tyronn Lue do got a little bit of authority, but I can tell for him making that
it's because
statement,
he balled, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right, he played basketball before.
He got a chip. And he had longevity. Like he played with
Kobe.
A lot of years.
Yeah.
He played with Kobe.
I mean, he was a bum for all his years. Like he was a bum his whole career.
Bum. Like I hated Tyronn.
He was always a bum.
He was fouling. Hey, I wanted to knock Tyronn Lue out.
I hated Tyronn because I played 2K and he was trash on 2K. God damn, that nigga was trash.
He
was trash.
And he was fouling AI the whole time.
And I think the reason why, and you're right, if they didn't win that finals against the Warriors, they would have got rid of him. But also, maybe LeBron respects the fact that Tyronn Lue lets him chump him. David Blatt might not. David Blatt, don't forget, when he coached overseas, he won multiple championships.
Right.
So he came from a pedigree to where I'm the man.
Right.
Like I know Popovich and Phil Jackson's the man in America,
Here.
but overseas, I'm Phil
that,
Jackson.
I'm that dude.
So I imagine when he came, he kind of probably tried to put his foot down a little bit, and maybe LeBron
That's
didn't
how
like
Spoelstra
that.
was too. Spoelstra kind of fell back because
Spoelstra fell back.
that was Dwayne Wade's team
Yeah,
before Spoelstra got
fell
there.
back. Spoelstra fell back.
He just needs somebody to just let him run
He
the
let
team.
them do you.
And an older coach is not gonna. They're trying to find another job beyond LeBron. You feel me? Because it's not gonna. LeBron's gonna. Everybody's gonna say LeBron's running that team, and Tyronn Lue is okay with that.
Yeah.
Like another coach like Pop, he probably not okay with that. You know
Pop
what I'm
wouldn't let him run.
But if the Warriors weren't in the final or weren't in the league right now, it would help Tyronn Lue because he would win 3 straight chips, and then they would put him in an upper echelon. But they're not gonna. You're not gonna beat this Warriors team unless you can outcoach them. Period.
Right. So is it harder to coach the Cavs or the Nets?
It's definitely harder to coach any dominant team. So I will go with the Cavs. Any team with multiple stars, and Cavs is going to be the hardest team to coach just because they have the best player in the league.
Right.
And like Jordan, the Bulls, the hardest team to coach. You got to be able to.
When you winning, you got more pressure on you.
You got to be able to tell the best player in the league no, or don't do it that way. And I think that's difficult.
Or you be like, you know what? I want you to sit out for a couple of minutes.
Right.
Not only the best player in the league, one of the arguably the second best player of all time.
LeBron is killing these Raptors.
Yeah. Like I think LeBron's. I think he has. Was he at 3?
Yeah.
If he gets 4, he's past Kobe.
Oh yeah.
I think he got to get 4.
Now.
Skill wise, he is, but I think
we're not even talking about Kobe no more.
Right. No, we not. But I think in respect, that's disrespectful. I think we're not talking about him because we forget.
Right.
We forget Kobe
and
was manhandling.
We didn't see a lot of Kobe games. I don't know why they didn't put a lot of Lakers games. They was late.
Yeah,
they was late. You said you didn't?
I did.
Okay.
The reason is social media wasn't there. The hoopla wasn't there. We got to factor that in when we talk about Kobe. Kobe wasn't in any social media era. By the time the social media era came, Kobe was already old. So, yes, LeBron's a better physical specimen.
I can't knock
yes,
that.
he probably will be better than Kobe, but we can't all of a sudden stop talking about rings. Like, that's just not, we can't do that.
Honestly, this is me personally. I think he still got to get fired to fuck my nigga Kobe.
Yeah.
Fuck what you talking about, because Kobe put that work in, and I think, I could be wrong, but did Kobe lose in the championship yet, ever?
Yeah, he lost one to the Pistons. He lost one to the Pistons. He lost one to the Pistons. But yeah, LeBron definitely going to have to touch them 6 rings.
He got to get them rings. You right. He got to get them rings to win. We can't make it easy.
Like rings don't matter no more. But I guess to transition it real quick, so y'all know the ratings in the league's been kind of going down.
NFL.
Yeah, the NFL. Do y'all think football is like a dying breed?
I would say it's dying only because parents aren't really going to let their kids play football anymore. And football is getting more of a flag football type touch football thing because you can't really pop anybody like you used to. And if it wasn't for betting, I probably wouldn't watch it.
Touch.
What about y'all?
I don't know, man. I kind of disagree. Like, I feel like football is still exciting to me. I feel like you got the Odell Beckhams, you got the Des Bryant, you got the Zekes. Like, that's what it's all about.
Kill him with that glove.
Kill him.
Yeah. And I definitely agree with both. I think it's still exciting to a football fan, but also I agree that it is dying only because when you think of football, you think of big hits.
Right.
Just like when you think of basketball, you think of dunking.
Right.
Like we don't, because we like the sport. But to a casual listener or watcher who like my girl, if she watching football, she somebody get hit hard,
right?
She can be like,
oh, like it.
Oh,
right.
wow,
right?
You know what I mean? But if she see a catch,
she like, oh, okay,
I can do
that's
that.
what you're supposed to do.
You know what I mean? If she sees somebody jumper, a girl, oh, I can shoot that way.
Right.
You know, a little ugly jumper, I can do that.
Right.
But you see a bang and dunk,
right?
And you're like, I can't do that. That's amazing.
Right.
So with the main driver of football, the main thing was hits.
Right.
So when you take that away,
right,
then it's like the sport has to try to find a new trademark.
Something else.
Which is why they're trying this new fake glove shit, which was cool when Odell was doing it, but that's not cool no more when
it's not
they're doing it because
it's
of the glove.
Genuine.
Like it's that way.
Right.
So it just
glove
doesn't
sticky shit just stick like.
So if everybody's doing one hand catches, well, one hand catch is not exciting.
Right. So how do you drive it now?
You gotta let people
you gotta let people dance in the end zone now.
Or you gotta let them get hit, bro.
You gotta let him
get hit, and it's up to you whether you want to put your body
either
through
let
that.
him either let him get hit
Right,
or
I feel you on that.
let him step celebrations up because
Celebrations ain't gonna make it though.
It is though. If we look forward to the celebration, we're like, okay, he scored. We're happy.
Okay,
with
but what
that.
happens when they don't score?
Because but the game is
what happens
driven
when
off
it scores
scores, though.
7-0?
But the game is you're driven off scores.
It's been plenty days where the score was plenty games where the final score was 10 or 12-6, all field goals.
It got to be like wrestling. You got to let people
fake scores.
Yes, you have to
see. But then the sport becomes.
But it already is like wrestling though.
Nah, because people say it's fake, but you can't make a strong. You can't. You don't. There's no proof. But once it start legitimately becoming fake, you'll be able to see the proof of why it's fake. So I think at this point, the only way to keep the sport up is limit the time, 20-minute games. 30-minute games. So where you can get big hits, but you're not getting hit for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
You're getting hit for 20 minutes.
Right.
Let them hit hard. 20-minute games. Like how Madden is, 3-minute quarters.
Right.
Maybe 5-minute quarters. Other than that, I don't want to see catches and you know what I mean? It's nothing else exciting about football besides popping.
Right. No, you're right. And niggas running niggas over.
Yeah, running niggas over. And that don't happen anymore.
Breaking tackles.
Everybody wants to be flashy now.
Yeah, finesse.
So now the sport isn't about. The sport is all about offense. There's no defense in football anymore.
So did we talk about who would be better, a basketball player or a football player at another sport?
No.
Okay.
But in a sense, for you guys, we had technical difficulties. Some of the podcasts cut off, so we got to retouch some of these topics real quick. But yeah. So as far as DeAndre asked the question, who will be what sport will be suited to transition from another sport?
Because we had Deion, we had Bo Jackson, we had LeBron, we had
Antonio Gates played both sports.
Right.
Me personally, I think a basketball player is more suited to transition to another sport, just because in basketball, you have to learn so many different traits. You got to be strong. Even if you're a point guard, you got to be able to be strong. True. Even if you're a skinny point guard, like Iverson had to have some strength. You know what I mean? You got to be fast. You got to have agility. Even though a center may not be as fast as a point guard, he has to still have agility to outmaneuver other centers.
Right. And you got to have fundamentals in basketball, too.
Fundamentals.
I think football is more like skill.
It's brute strength.
Yeah, it's brute
be able to
skill.
cut catch and all that.
It's strength. Like it's
Don't
like
jump all that.
It's like Samson.
Yeah, like a big ass lineman probably couldn't play basketball, but a big ass basketball player could probably play football. Right. Right. So who y'all think was the best rapping basketball player? I hope we didn't talk about this already because it did cut off, but I would probably say AI because he was gritty with it.
Yeah,
who you got?
He was controversial.
It was Kobe, AI, Shaq. Okay, all right. We're gonna skip. Let's get into that relationship thing since we already messed it up.
Question, Will.
Nah, I mean, I guess my question for y'all is, if you at a party or whatever, or no, let me rephrase back. Would you talk to a girl or make her your girlfriend if you busted down the first night?
Okay,
that was the question. Me personally, I think it's circumstantial, right? You have some girls that you may have sex with the first time you meet them, but it's just like you can tell this isn't their first rodeo. You can tell they've done it multiple times. Right. But then there may be some scenarios where maybe it was just a genuine click.
She likes you,
and you got it. Just happened.
They talked to hook us like we talked to try to get them too. True.
And if y'all both just got each other and it happens organically, like not forced, you didn't have to talk them into it. Like y'all just flowed into it. Then I would say that's fine. And it all depends on what you're looking. It depends on what you're looking for, right? You know, or what type of person you are. Right. Like some dudes can date a porno star, and they're fine with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like some dudes can have their girlfriend have sex with their best friend and go back with them. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what you're looking for. But as far as the general statement, I think if a girl's having sex the first night, then she, in that situation, she just was confident. She knew she wanted you. And she didn't want to beat around a bush. And there are some strong traits that you can take out of that. So it just depends on the circumstance, I would say. I don't say one way is better than the other.
Right.
So you won't look at her differently if you bust it down the first night.
Because it depends. Because if you try and bust it down, most likely you like her. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about before the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? If you interested in her and you try and bust her down and you like her, most likely when you think about it, you like, I would like to bust this down a couple more than just once. If you like her, you know what I'm saying? True. So if she happens to let you hit the first night, that's kind of like not what you looking for, but you like kind of like it fell into your lap.
Got
like
that out
that's
the
what
way.
you want, right? So if you feeling her and she got the conversation and you could tell intellectually that she's on your level and she's worth a shot. Because you know, at the end of the day, for it to be a whole relationship, she has to fit you. Like we talked about, she has to. If you broke your ankle, you had to be able to rely on her to come take care of you and help you out with those situations that you're not able to. You know, you can't really call your boys on all the time. True. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to build a whole wifing situation. But
so let's spice it up. To your point, let's spice it up a little bit. So let's say this. And this, I want everybody to be honest. So when you go to these, like, let's say you at like a little get together, usually you go to your kickback or whatever you at. Like, are you gonna go after the girl that is easy? That's the thought. Or are you gonna go with the girl that you think is a little conservative, but you think she the baddest joint in there, and you think she really cute and you want her, but are you gonna go with the other girl who you feel like you might have a better chance of getting her?
I think it just depends on what your intentions are at that moment, right? You got some guys who are single and they have no intention on getting in a relationship. So they're not going to go for the one that they have to do relationship shit with in order to get what they want. They just want to have sex and keep it moving. And that's what they're looking for in that scenario. So that's what they're going to go after. True. You dig what I'm saying? There's some guys who like, you know, I don't want what's easy because I've had what's easy. So let me see if I can, you know, build with this particular person because maybe I'm open to a relationship. So it just depends on it's circumstantial. You never really can say. But what I do say is you can't put a label on anything. You see what I'm saying? So you can't put a label on a one night stand automatically means thought. Or a girl that makes you wait for 5 weeks automatically means she's wifey material. So it just, you can't put the label on it.
I agree with that.
I just think it's all circumstantial, but you can't go into it saying the conservative girl in the corner is automatically wifey material, but the girl that's dancing on niggas in the club isn't. Right. Because you just don't know where they are in their life. You don't know what they're looking for in that night. Maybe she fresh. Yeah, she's turned 21 or she fresh out of a relationship, and for 5-6 years she's never done any. She didn't never do the club. So she's turning up. So she gonna go out there and she just wanna see what that's.
She had a couple more shots that night, and she not even acting like herself.
But one thing you can do, no matter how drunk or how sober a girl is, you can always deter. A person who is a good judge of character can always see through the liquor.
Right.
You can see what type of course, you don't know exactly who they are. Some people are great at deceiving.
But you know she going to get on your nerves.
You could tell.
You could tell.
You could tell.
I mean, some girls have a good way of hiding it.
And most girls that we all like are more shy and more quiet.
Conservative,
you know what I'm saying?
a little bit.
Conservative.
Oh, the girls that we like. I mean,
you know what I mean? Till they get in their comfort zone, then they talk. But we don't like no chick that we just meet that's no, fuck
but
no.
I think it's what
we
Steve
never
said.
talk
It
no
depends
chick like
on
that.
where you are in your life, and the reason I'm even bringing this up, I mean,
But you said wife though. You're not wifing no chick like that. If you want to bust it down, yeah, of course. But you said wife though.
So,
but if she talking that, but she talking some shit that you fuck
talking
with,
some shit that
you gonna deal with that.
Yeah, you gonna deal with it because she may be talking about it's all LeBron. And
right.
Like, oh, you fuck with LeBron.
But if we talking about gossip, like love and hip hop.
If you like Love and Hip Hop, then it's cool.
True.
Right. It does depend on where you are in your life. Because she might she might talk a lot about that bullshit, but then she might hit you with some shit like, hey, I'm in the room reading, I'm about to just get ready, I'm about to write this book that I'm about to create. You know what I mean?
Technically, the greatest ones are the ones that can watch Love and Hip Hop and then watch the debate.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But
you can't be sucked into Love and Hip Hop, Kim Kardashian, and TMZ, and that's it. You gotta be able to,
but you can't. Who knows?
Nah, because you gotta have another level to you.
There's some people that say, we sucked into just, pursuing dreams in sports. They don't like that. So to you may not like that, but you can't. That's why I said you can't put labels on anything because anything you do to someone else, they think that's stupid. So some people may think us watching sports and betting on it is dumb as shit. Right. And it's they might think it's is just as minuscule as the Kardashians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's where you are.
It just depends on what you view. Like we may view the card, you know what I mean? But that's just their entertainment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're entertained by sports and we're entertained by football. People who just pop each other all day. Yeah, like we're saying, it's such an animalistic sport. it's almost dumbed down.
But
So
we love it,
so
yeah.
some girls who are
do.
doctors maybe like, you watch that savagery.
Okay.
You're dumb.
You don't.
So, but who's the you know what I'm saying? So
Or you might meet a girl who is a doctor, but like, I love sports too. My
Right.
favorite team is, the
Pittsburgh.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, so it's,
I mean, I had to put that in.
You never can put a label on anything, because you have to always put yourself in someone else's shoes and always think, what if someone put a label on me for what I like?
Nah, you right.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm glad
Right.
you brought up the fact of label. So it brings me to the second portion of the question. So, do you feel like in life we decide what we want based off what we see instead of going for what we really want? Like, for example, like jobs or whatever case may be.
No, that's true. Because if you see, I think not to cut you off, but if you see a chick that you see on TV and you like, damn, I want that. Then you see her in person. I think you might go after that and not really care about what she's about until you actually, you don't really find out about what she's about first. You try to you put yourself out there first for her, trying to get her instead of, standing your ground and
or not even go at her. Like,
wait, what was your question?
Yeah,
now?
so my question is basically, in life, do you feel as though we don't go after what we really want? Or do
we go after
settle?
what we see. Like we
Or-
see
or we
everybody.
settle.
We see what Kardashian.
No, are you saying we settle for what's easy?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the question. So basically, like, transition to make it make sense. If I want to work at this spot, this job that pays me $100,000 or whatever the case may be, or a company that's just a good company to work for,
Right.
sometimes we don't apply ourselves to do it, or we look at the requirements and be like, oh, I can't get in there.
Right.
Or
Go for the one that's going to
we
give
go
you
for one easy,
30,000.
but like, yo, this is cool. This is 25. I'm cool with this shit here. Or we don't want to try changes. Not even saying that jobs, just like careers or dreams. Like, do you feel
Right.
like we settle because we're afraid of what the outcome may be, or do you think we
lot of
do it
people
just
do.
because we just scared, or we just don't
Nah, a
we
lot
don't
of
care? We
people
get
settle.
comfortable.
A lot of people settle, and
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
a lot of people settle because you don't really want to take the risk, and we all wasted a lot of time, and we know what wasted time does to us. So
True.
I think that's a big key. We worried about what others think too.
Facts.
So we worried about one. There's two sides to it. We worried about switching something, failing, and other people seeing us fail and being like, "I told you not to do that shit." Or we thinking about people saying, "Why'd you leave that job to go to that job? Like, this is where you was. This is what you should, or job, or why'd you stop
they
doing
don't
that
want
to
they
do
don't want to
that?"
go through that. When you grow in braids or dreads, you gotta go through that stage where you
fro.
can't braid. You gotta go through the fro. They don't want to
Yeah.
go through the fro.
And also, we just scared of what other people may think of us.
That's number one.
We're scared that
That's it.
somebody may want to be a basketball player and be like, "Man, fuck basketball. I'm about to be a doctor," and people be like, "Oh, you don't want to ball no more? You giving up?" You know what I
Right.
mean? So just
That's the
that-
fro stage, because you gotta go through them 4 years of people not believing in you to actually show them like, this is, I've accomplished it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through them years of not accomplishing it to accomplish it. So people can't really withstand them 4 years of not accomplishing it. You know what I'm saying? They settle for what everybody else wants to see.
And then in the social media world, everything is so microwavable. If you do something and you're not popping right away,
You get discouraged.
because no one sees it,
Right.
it's not happening.
Right.
So it's like everyone thinks whatever I do, I have to either show that I'm popping
Doing
now,
it, yep.
or
it's not happening.
or it's not happening.
Right.
And then that makes you in turn think, damn, I'm not doing shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
if you allow
so you put
that
out
social
more
media
quantity
world,
instead of quality.
or just you just get your own hit.
Right.
And whether that makes you put out quantity over quality, that makes you not do anything, that
Right.
makes you become too anxious.
Nah,
No
you
matter
right.
what it makes
I've
you
been
do,
there, yeah.
it just it makes you get in your own head, because
Right.
now everything you do, you're doing it
You're trying to
because
compete.
of other people.
You're trying to compete. You're trying to be better than this man.
I
Or you're trying to
You're
get
competing with
has-
other people's
I
success.
think, the reason I bring it up is because I feel like a lot of people do that. I think we need to focus on, like, when you're talking about whatever it is, your music career or acting, whatever it is you want to do. I think if you focus on your movement and be the best you can be, you good. We do. I feel like we worry too much about what people think, and I think that's why a lot of people aren't successful. It's like, damn, I don't really want to do this, and I have to worry about it. Like, it's scary to take a risk. Like, I recently did a job move, and it's scary because I was at this job for 5 years, but I did it for me. One, I did it because I want to make more money. But 2, I did it like, you know what? I'm trying all this stuff out. I'm doing, photography. I'm doing all this other stuff. What if it don't work out? What's your plan B? What else do you want to do? So I'm feeling like we got to start taking these risks. You got to start throwing these shots up.
Damn right.
A lot of people is not
Especially
shooting.
while
They
we
on
young.
the bench.
We under 30 right now.
Niggas is scared to
we
shoot.
gotta
They on the
take
bench.
these
They acting
shots.
like Kyle Lowry right now on the
Because
bench.
you don't want to miss.
Right.
Everybody's scared to miss.
Right, yeah.
Because guess what? Nowadays, if you miss, the
Right.
public sees
You
it.
consider
you a
you
bum.
consider the
The
failure.
public sees it.
Oh, you a
Right.
bum because you missed. Yeah.
All your misses are
Are
seen
Are counted
and,
for.
and critiqued.
Right.
Facts.
So it's
Some
like,
people can't take that. Like if I throw up a skit and you don't like it, I'm cool because I like to do the shit.
but you got to be able to get out your own head
Right.
and not. You got to understand people's critique and opinion is important.
It is.
But you can't let it drive you.
Right.
You can't let that
Has to
be the
what
bar.
you really want to do.
Right. That can't be the bar. Like Lil B. He could put out
yeah.
as much trash raps as we want. But he thought it was nice, so he continued to do it. And he found people who also thought it was nice.
He
You
did.
see what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be conscious of others' critique. You have to be conscious of missing, but you can't let that deter you from continuing to shoot. Or you can't deter the fact that I missed a 3 in the corner don't mean I gotta go shoot a 3 at the top of the key. I can go shoot that shit in the corner again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe I missed the first time, but maybe if I square my body to the rim a little bit better and look at the back of the rim, I can hit it. It don't mean I can't shoot that same shot
I
again.
mean, you can't hit it. You just got to work on it a little harder.
And every time you miss a shot, don't mean you got to go take a different shot. You can
Right.
keep shooting that shot.
Right. I feel like we got to focus on what you're passionate about. If you passionate about something, you shouldn't let nobody deter you from what you want to do. That's why I salute everybody who's been doing something and they still doing the same thing they've been doing.
Right.
Whether other people see the progress or
right.
not.
Or whether people
you
care.
can see it,
even if people don't
that's all that
care, you
matter.
still do it.
And that's what they say. They say whenever you're trying to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life, you have to ask yourself, would I do it for free?
Facts.
Right. If
Damn,
I would
that's
do it
deep,
for
though.
free,
Yeah.
then eventually it's going to get me money.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And that goes for anything. There's some people who just genuinely want to help people. And they become doctors. And they eventually get through that 8 years. It may take them 12 years to finish.
Right.
But it's eventually going to bring them money.
And that's what people
That's
basing
what
life
they
on
do.
because, like you said, everything's so microwavable. They see one person blow up, they feel like they can do it too, and if they don't, they feel like they fail. Nah, it's just you might not have been the A-Town. You know what I'm saying? You might not have been the fat boy SSC who's really popping off of just Instagram fame. You know what I'm saying? You might have to make it another way, and that's what people are not really fathoming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Jordan, like you said, he got cut freshman year.
Right.
There's other people who started their freshman year,
Right.
varsity. You know what I'm saying? Started 8th grade year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just because you didn't make it that way doesn't mean you're not going to make it. You just have to keep doing what you do, and you're going to make it your own way.
And I think that's just a social. It goes back to like the social media era, just because we like if I do something and someone else does what I do, so many people are quick to use their success to measure your own success. So it's like at this point they were here,
Instagram.
I wasn't there,
Instagram.
I failed.
Because you see a nigga post a picture with 420s, and sometimes it'll make you feel some type of way, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
That's
know about 420s.
No, I'm just saying, just something stupid. Like,
Right.
I'm just saying something stupid, like
get what you're
something that
saying.
you might have, but it just look
Right,
like
right,
he
right.
just posing with it. It's like, damn.
But that's I
You're
feel like the
judging your
dude who
success off
does
others.
that.
That's all it is.
He
Just-
feels like he does it because he saw somebody else do it. He's not doing it because he felt like he had to do it.
But on the flip side, it's funny. As great transition, I seen Floyd post this clip on Instagram where he was wheeling all this money out of a bank. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was like he had to wheel it on a cart. Like it was bags and bags of money. He was taking it from the cart. It was so much he had to put it in his trunk like groceries. Like it was that much money.
I didn't see
And
that.
people were like clowning him. And they were saying like, why are you gloating and all that. But we can't critique the dude who flaunting on the line with the Instagram money either, because
Right.
that's like saying, you can't. J. Cole flaunted his platinum plaque on Instagram.
people
What's the
flaunt
difference?
their food every day.
Right. So
And I feel like, why flaunt your food? There's somebody who's looking at it that might not be able to afford that.
but then people can say, D, why you flaunting? You got 100 views on your YouTube video. Somebody might only have one.
Right.
So
it's all
Right.
if you're doing it,
it's all your insecurities.
or you just
man.
do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right. True.
You know what I mean?
True.
If you do what you want to, if you're doing it for the right reason, if you're doing it because you like, man, I want to show everybody I got this money because I worked I beat my body up for this money.
Right.
Then, hey, why not?
I'm not doing it to show y'all I got money because y'all know I got money.
I'm doing it to show what you can do to
I'm
get
doing
there.
it for me.
And
I don't give a fuck about y'all.
And if it make you happy, then why not?
I think that's what Floyd. I don't think Floyd give a fuck what we think.
No.
Floyd like, yo, I want to flaunt my money because I want to see my posts on Instagram. Like, damn, nigga, you balling. Yep. So when I'm scrolling through my timeline, I see my own posts. And see like, damn, this nigga wheeling money out of a bank.
But like, oh my God, look at.
Because I'm sure there's moments where Floyd got to look at himself and say, yo, I'm Floyd.
Right. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm Floyd.
Saying? Yeah, I'm Floyd Mayweather. Hi, I'm Floyd Mayweather.
Yo,
that's real.
But shout out to my nigga Floyd though. Floyd is a real nigga.
So
though.
I only said that because how we were saying like certain people flaunt different things, but no matter when I say that to say no matter what you do, whether you flaunting money on Instagram, whether you a girl flaunting your ass on Instagram, as long as you doing it not because you've seen another girl flaunt their ass and you want 100 likes. Maybe you doing it because you've been in the gym for 6 months and you're like, yo, my ass is really popping. Let me take a picture of it. Or maybe you're a dude who been in the gym and you like, man, nigga, I got this 6-pack shit. I'm about to flaunt this shit.
Even if you do see the other chick that's done it, if you have a purpose behind it, you're just trying to post it because you see she had 100 likes, but you see that she got 100 likes and I can do something from it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, don't copy. If you're going to copy, at least enhance what you're copying. Like, okay, I seen this chick post a pic of my ass and I got 100 likes. Let me post a pic of my ass and get people to pay me to promote their pictures. You know what I'm saying? All my shit, like.
But you know really,
go ahead.
No, I was about to say the funny thing is a lot of people inspire me. And what I mean by that is people who a lot of people probably don't think inspires me. They do. Like, you know the nigga or the young boy who made Juju on the beat, Zay Hill figure whatever. This little nigga inspires me only because like, yo, like it's money to be made out here. I don't hate for what he do. This nigga posts dumb shit on Insta. But you know what? It ain't annoying to me because you know why he's being him. And at the end of the day, if you making money being you,
and also if he annoying, don't follow that nigga.
I do.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
He said I did.
Because I hate people that do that too. Like, man, what the? This nigga stay posting some dumb shit. Well, unfollow him. Yeah. It's a button up top that's called follow. And guess what? If you hit unfollow, you'll never see it again.
They done.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying that just to you. I'm just saying that period. Like, I see people that will post under celebrities' posts and say, oh, Floyd, you stay posting. Bitch, unfollow him. You know, if you unfollow him, you will never see it again.
But you know what? People want conversation. People want entertainment. They'll be like, is this bitch getting on your nerve? People want attention.
Yeah.
People want attention.
Just like many of the people who watch Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians watch them to hate on them. But deep down inside, they love it.
They do.
Right.
They love it.
Like, she is bad as shit,
They
though.
love it.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? They hate on my nigga Kanye. This is why is he with her? Because she bad as shit. That's why he with her and he love her. And she probably got that drop. I'm not mad at my nigga Kanye for loving that. But I mean, just tying it back in, be you, be happy. And at the end of the day, don't ever hate on nobody. Let them inspire you, man. Because at the end of the day, if they making millions and they making money, I fuck when I salute.
So before we jump off the social media topic real quick, I want to ask if you and your girl break up, right? Mm-hmm. And you go delete all y'all pictures together, even from like 122 weeks ago.
Facts.
Are you salty?
I don't think you salty, but you shouldn't delete the ones from 122 weeks ago.
I think you trying to make room for the new.
Nah, you don't got to because you can speak to that.
You don't want your new Jones.
You can speak to that.
No.
122 weeks though. I can speak to that shit.
I can talk to that. I can let it was 122 weeks ago.
I can be like, oh my god.
So you gotta scroll. So let's say you didn't post a picture of your girl in the past year, but I remember posting a picture of that bitch at that fucking get together, and you scroll down 122. You got 300 posts, and you scroll down to your 50th post to delete that picture. Are you salty?
Yes, you are.
Because there's some people who will break up with their boyfriend or break up with their girlfriend, and they'll not only delete the pictures they posted last week, but they'll delete the pictures they posted from day one.
Yeah.
Does that make you salty?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
The ultimate salty.
It does make you. It does.
When you sometimes if I'm looking at like SportsCenter and I haven't gone to the SportsCenter Instagram in so long and I got to scroll down to see the older posts, I'd be like, damn, this shit it take them forever. Yeah. So imagine having to scroll down 130 weeks to delete one picture.
Or maybe a couple of them because it might have been that week where y'all was in love.
And y'all was in love. You salty, bro. Niggas be
break up.
salty.
But you know what? It's crazy because I'm entertained by dumb shit sometimes. You know what I mean? So like when that whole Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill shit happened, you know, when you hear about it, you be like, okay, are they unposted? Like, is she deleting shit? But Nicki was a real one. She ain't delete the old shit. She left it up. But the new shit, she just kept posting new shit.
Right.
So when you post so many shits, unless you scroll down, you ain't gonna see her and me.
Push through.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's another tactic niggas can use.
You
Just
do be salty. Sometimes
but then you post more pictures than normal
time.
because you really upset. But you trying to make me happy. Like
You try to fake happy.
Look, Team
lit.
Single.
Life lit right now.
right.
Life been so lit, bro. And
Word,
turning over my
word.
bros, man.
Yo.
Having so much fun.
So have
Niggas
you
like-
ever cried over a female?
I haven't cried. I've been upset and real depressed.
Like you ever drop a tear?
Nah, I ain't cried with a female.
I dropped a tear before. In front
I
of
mean,
her,
I
though.
never.
I was
You
trying to
cried.
get her. I was trying to get her back.
Yo,
So
you know
was
you
it real
fucked up.
tears?
It had to be. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
was you like?
I wasn't
Once you
like.
start sniffling, bro, it's over.
over.
It's
Nah,
you're
it
not
wasn't
getting
like
her back.
that. It wasn't like that.
Let me tell you this, fellas.
A word.
If at any point, I understand men have feelings too, but if at any point your girl's leaving you and you resort to the tears, whether you forcing it or not,
It's over.
it's over, bro.
It's over. Nigga.
Not getting her back.
Yeah.
Especially,
Oh, I got mine back.
Especially
I know what
if
you're
you
talking
do the sniffling.
especially the niggas who win pieces of shit, right?
got mine
You've been
back.
cheating on your girl.
Yep.
You was a piece of shit, right? And you wore the drawers. You wore the drawers, the pants, the shoes, and the socks.
Yep.
and then you start
And then
crying.
she see your ass sniffling. Guess what? She might take your ass back,
But she is in
but
charge.
she in charge.
Checkmate.
You ever seen the fucking Hustle and Flow? I'm
Hustle
in
and Flow.
charge.
Oh, yeah, I'm in
Nigga,
charge.
She in charge.
Yes, she
So
is.
you might have got her back, but guess what? Before you was wearing the pants, the drawers, and the socks. Nah, she got the socks and the drawers. You might got the pants, but nigga, she got some of them articles. She's like, bitch, I seen you cry. When did you see you cry?
She be like, "Fuck you, bitch, nigga."
yeah.
Like you ain't shit. And then
moment
they
a
cold hard.
girl
I mean, it
see-
was like the time where it was like it was about to be done. Like,
The moment a girl sees you cry,
right in that moment,
she has leverage
unless you cry
Over
for
the
over the
relationship.
relationship,
over the relationship. I'm not saying don't cry, because sometimes you gotta cry, but sometimes you gotta go cry in the bathroom, my G.
Right. What I'm saying,
You
like,
gotta remember, this is still war.
it is still war. But I'm saying, if you're crying with your girl, let's say like somebody in your family, something
that's
happened,
different.
like something happened or somebody, like, you know what I mean?
Nah, you gotta hold it together.
I mean, you still do.
You gotta hold it together.
I mean, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, don't do that. What's my nigga? No, what's my nigga name off of Boys in the Hood? These fuckers,
Ricky.
Yo, he shouldn't have got no cheeks at all. That nigga
That's
was.
why she made him wait so. Oh no, she fucked him that night. Didn't
She fucked him
that
that
movie
night.
was fake, bro.
It was fake,
but
bro.
his
Not
boy
letting you
just
hit that
died
night.
though. His boy died.
His
What you
boy-
talking
Nah, you gotta hold it
about?
together though.
Yo, you
Nah,
know,
you can't get start
Bruh.
punching shit.
Bro, his boy
But
died.
he was no. He would.
It was the way he did
He
it.
was tired. No, his girl was on the same page
No.
he was. She didn't want him out there in street life.
listen.
And then he seen that shit. He was like, man, I'm tired of this shit.
But he should
Nah,
have.
he did do it in the thug
Give me
way a
them
little bit.
cheeks.
No, he
did do it
should have
in the thug
punched
way.
the hole in the wall.
Give me
He
them
punched the hole in the
cheeks.
wall.
He did. He
Nah,
was swinging in the air.
Yeah, he was swinging in the air, bro.
Man, you
He was swinging in the air. He was swinging in the air.
Nigga, you know Furious would have did to that nigga. He punched the hole in the wall. Furious.
Who the fuck is Furious?
His
Is that-
pop,
is
nigga.
that-
His pop was fucking killing him, nigga. His pop had a hammer and a
Call out
fucking
man Furious?
Yes.
But guess what?
What?
He pulled the hammer on his pop.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yo, I
No,
just want to
his
say,
pop took the
I
gun.
just want to say, speaking of Boys in the Hood,
All right.
I just want to say I love the movie, but that was the dumbest scene in the world. My man Trey had the hammer, right? He trying to ride and go shoot some niggas who shot his boys, right? Instead of his pop just saying, yo, it's not worth it. You gonna go to jail. You gonna end up in a box. His pop will say, you want to shoot somebody? Shoot me.
Why would I shoot you?
Why would I shoot you?
You my dad.
My dad, nigga.
That is dumb as
That was
shit.
the whoever wrote that scene died. That was dumb. You shouldn't be entitled to write any more
Yo,
movies.
I think that was Singleton though, right?
Nah, Singleton ain't write that scene, dog. I'm convinced Singleton let his homie step in and was like, yo, I'm gonna give you some creative control. You can write a couple scenes, and it was his homie, bro. Because why would he? Because why would he shoot his pop?
Yeah, you don't shoot your pop, bro.
That was the
You
thing.
don't
His
shoot your
pop
pop.
was
His
like,
pop was like, you want to shoot somebody? Shoot me. It would just be like, yo, why would I shoot you, dog? Like, I'm trying to shoot the dudes who shot my boys. I'm not trying to shoot you. Like, why would I shoot you? But back to the fact, if your girl breaks up with you and you cry, it's cool, but just know the power has shifted.
Word. It's over.
Just know.
It's
all right,
it's
speaking
over.
of power,
Well,
would you say power
50.
is
Tyson.
The best
F50,
series
S Ferrari, F50.
that has been out in a while. And if not,
He's the who?
name one.
He's the what?
Is Power like the best series out right now?
I mean,
And if
arguably
not-
It depends on what you comparing it to.
right, and what categories? But if
Yeah.
you're saying like just the
I'm
top-
saying because
Are you
there's
saying
a
like
lot
top-
of shows who drop.
Are you saying like top
But
10?
are you hype about those shows like you're hype about
Are
Power?
you talking about dramas or just period?
What is Power?
A drama.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell you, Power is not my favorite show. My
But
favorite,
it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because Power is so popping. It's my favorite drama movie.
It's my
Drama.
favorite, like
Because I don't watch a lot of drama shows.
Yeah,
Like-
like I like Bates Motel, and I would, and
That's not
I'm
a
just,
drama.
I fell off the third season.
I'm
though.
just as I was just as hype about Bates Motel as I was for Power. In my opinion, I love Power, but I just don't know if that's a fair question, just because it's two totally different dynamics. Unless you're comparing Martin to Fresh Prince. You know what I mean? Like if you compare, Power is in a league of his own. It's not
got you.
competing with anything.
Right.
Okay, that makes
You
sense.
see what
That
I'm
makes
saying?
sense. Martin and Fresh Prince kind of are in the same genre.
Even Family
Man,
Matters,
shout
like,
out
they were
my
competing.
mom.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She getting on my nerves.
So
Get out of here.
So a lot of hey mom, don't let him talk to you like that, man.
Yo, she been commenting the whole time.
She a real one. She a real
She
one.
out here
Listening
supporting
to your
you.
dumb ass talk.
Yeah,
she gotta
she-
listen to you already. Then she gotta listen to you when you're not around. So she a real one. But because I hate listening to you for 2 hours, nigga, I'm gonna ring your motherfucking next nigga. DeAndre be talking that bullshit.
Yeah, he know
He's
you
talking
do.
that bullshit. But I just think Power stands by itself, so I don't.
It
really,
does. You can't even compare the two like
But
at
it's
all.
amazing though.
Yeah, it is.
It's definitely amazing.
So
Yeah.
name something that you would suggest people should watch.
Bates Motel. It's
Bates
over now.
Motel.
I love Bates Motel.
Yeah, I mean, Bates Motel. You can say How to Get Away with Murder, which is loopy, unless you already been with it.
you
Walking
gotta
Dead.
Kind of watch.
All those movies. It's a lot of good like shows out there.
You know what I fuck with? I fuck with all them Netflix shows. Them,
yeah.
but like the superhero shits. Niggas don't fuck with it, but I fuck with it.
Marvel
Like the
joints.
Marvel shits. Because
I can't fuck with Marvel. Man.
I know it's but Marvel corny when you watch it in the movies, but if
gotta-
you watch it on Netflix, like it be showing like titties. And I'm not saying I don't want to be like superficial, but I'm saying it's raunchy. Like it shows people getting cut up. Like it's one called Iron Fist. The dude got a sword cut through his head. You know what I mean? It shows it cut through your head.
Seen Iron Fist. I wanna
Like
watch that.
is real. So I mean I fuck with anything real. Honestly, I hate all that anything that's too like, oh, that's some movie shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like anything that can kind of like give you some real life, knowledge, I can fuck with it.
Right.
So I don't know what
Bernie,
y'all
you got
talking
a
about.
question for
I
us
hate
on the
I
side?
hate to bring it back to to sports, but I just want to say, do we feel like any other basketball team right now is competing with the Warriors? to
The
win a chip?
Cavs.
The only team that's gonna
That's it.
The only team that's gonna compete with the Warriors is the team that was with them in the championship last year.
The
It is
Cavs.
the Warriors. If any
Cavs.
team,
Cavs.
I mean Cavs, the only team that can even possibly even
Win a
a
game.
tiny bit win a game over the Cavs, because the Cavs is gonna sweep everybody, is the Wizards.
Do you think anybody can win a game against the Warriors in the playoffs?
In the playoffs,
Yeah.
the way they playing, hell no. I
don't-
mean, I'm just being honest.
I think they sweeping everybody, bro.
Bro,
The
I'm just
Cavs
saying.
might win one.
the Cavs may win one, but I'm just saying the Warriors on a different level. It's like they all are in sync.
But
Yeah.
y'all seen what happened the past couple of years. Injuries been a big.
Injuries. The injuries the
Has been a
only thing
big
that
thing.
because
Yeah.
Andrew Bogut going out killed the Warriors last year
Yeah,
because Tristan Thompson started turning up.
And if Bogut went out this year for the Cavs, and they would have snapped on everybody if Bogut was playing right now. For real.
Bogut-
The reason why we can't say that is because Bogut snapped on the Warriors and then got hurt. Bogut never showed he could snap on the Cavs, so we can't say that for sure.
No, but he would have snapped though.
But
Bogut,
but
Bogut is a
what you basing
consistent
it
player.
on?
Bogut only got cut for
Durant.
Durant.
But we can't say just because Bogut snapped on the Warriors, they would snap on the Cavs.
But
Because
why
guess what?
wouldn't he?
Because guess what?
Different
Because
system.
because
Snapped.
because yeah, but what happened when Mozgov played for the Lakers?
That's what I'm saying. For the Cavs, he would have fit perfectly.
But we don't know.
He would have.
There's some players that don't fit for the Cavs.
I'm telling you.
And that's why they on a bench. My man, what's my man, Williams? No, my man Williams.
Darren Williams?
No,
Yeah.
not Darren Williams.
Oh, that other nigga with the dreads.
The wild nigga.
Yeah.
They picked his ass up and thought he was gonna be an integral part of the system. He played like 5 games, and after they riding a pine.
Yeah, he do ride the pine.
So
Right. So who y'all got for the Spurs Rockets?
Yo, I think Tony Parker going down killed the Spurs.
Yeah.
I think they can still beat the Rockets with Tony Parker. I think they killing the Rockets. I think they'll still win this series without Tony Parker.
Who, Spurs?
Spurs.
Are they winning this game tonight?
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah, they are though.
No, they're not.
Did you bet on them?
Yes.
Well, that sucks.
Nah, nigga, don't say that.
What was the spread?
Well, you bet me then, nigga, since you want to fucking put that shit on there.
No, I'm not gonna bet you.
All right then.
I'm not gonna bet you. I bet you on the Warriors. I hate both of these teams. I'm not gonna bet you against scrubs. They both scrubs.
We got any more topics?
Yeah, do anybody got anything to talk about? What else going on in the world?
I mean,
Y'all got
cameras
anything?
cut off straight.
No.
All right. Well, it was cut a little short just because we
Technical
there was
difficulties.
some technical difficulties, but still a good episode.
Great podcast.
Episode 14,
TalkFree.
TalkFree podcast.
TalkFree,
I go by the name of
TalkFree.
Glorious Sin.
DHPOV.
Show off.
And we out of here.
We out. Let's get it. Yeah. But happy Cinco de Mayo too, yo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.